allows you to manage your rentals. Let's see how. You go into the listings tab. Here you go for the for rent. Now I will show you in this unit, for example, so we have a rental, it's a flat, and it has a salesperson assigned, and the owner is this company, and the current contract is this one. So let's check the current contract. All right, so you have one sale and you have two invoices for this sale. What happened here? So this sale, it's a sale order and it's the full amount. So it has 2 months and down payment for 720. It will be probably 30%. If you go back to the unit, you can go here also for the rent contracts, and you see all the rent contracts that exist. So this is the current contract that we have seen. You see here it has a period of 2 months, of 4 months, sorry. Then going back, this one, it's an older one, and it had 2 months. We saw the sale and 2 invoices. So this one is done. We can check the invoices. They are both paid. It is the advanced payment and the remaining value. Let's go back again to these contracts. And so this is the current one. We have one invoice. This invoice totals for, it's a down payment for 2,400. So that would be probably 2 months advance payment. Let's check the full. Let's check the full contract here. So this one, yeah, so we have the sale order. The total amount was 5,520. It's 4 months rent, and then it has the down payment for 2 months. Going back, so you can check those conditions here on the contract. This has a rent rate of 1,200 per month, and going back here to the contract, let's create a new one. So let's suppose we have another contract coming, and it's a monthly, and let's select some tenant, choose the start date. So that one is, it's ending at the end of the month, I guess. So let's choose for starting at 1st of September, and let's say this is a 6-month contract. Okay. As soon as you do that, it will calculate the end date. Now we can save it. It is not a current contract. We can mark it as a reservation for now. Anyway, for confirming the reservations, you have to get the down payment. So let's create the sale order for this contract. As you see, it's creating the sale order for the full amount of 6 months. So that's just a sale order is just like a note where it's telling what you're selling to the customer based on the contract, right? Doesn't mean that you have to go all the way through, because that can exist tenants that need to go out before, and if the condition of the contracts allows that, they can do that without having any penalty. Anyway, so that's the sale order we are creating. So now let's confirm the sale and let's create the invoice. So we have now several options. We can invoice some of the lines. In this case, we just have one. There could be other things. Before validating the sale order, we can add other services here. And now we can choose the down payment as a percentage or as a fixed amount. I will choose a percentage this time. Let's say it's 30% down payment. I'll create and view the invoices. All right, so this is the invoice, down payment of 30%, it says, and that's the total. Let's just validate it. Okay, so now it's just pending the payment. So if you just go and register the payment, the customer has paid the advance payment, and there it is, it's paid. Now we can go back to the contract. So we have one sale and we have one invoice. If we want to check out this tenant's account, you can do that because he can be a recurring customer, and you can see here the total amount invoiced. And so you can also see accounting related entries here, journal items. You have the balance. And going back to the contract, so we have one sale and one invoice. So now let's suppose we just pick up this invoice and we want to, so we have invoiced 30%, so now we're going to invoice the first month manually. So we will choose invoice lines. All right, and I'll add it, and I'll just say invoice 1 month. Of course, that can be done automatically with a routine where we can set it's going to do the invoices at a certain time in the month, and it's going to work automatically without us needing to create the invoices. We can even set it up to send the invoices automatically through the email. So now we validate it, all right, and going back again to the contract. So we see we have two invoices, one sale. If you want to go to the sale now, and you will check here, you can also relate the two invoices with this sale order. And now if you would just want to invoice everything, we select invoiceable lines, deduct down payments, and create and view invoices. And here it is. So it's just the remaining value. And we just validate it, and we can get the money from the customer. So as you see, REconnect CRM, it's built upon a powerful ERP. It's an open source ERP, Odoo, and it has quite complete accounting modules. So you can create invoices, customer refunds. You can also book invoices from your suppliers, and you can also track the invoices from the tenants and from the suppliers into the accounts of the units, so you can check if you're earning or losing money. So that's all for now. Thank you for listening.